U.S. Central Intelligence Agency Director John Ratcliffe reportedly visited Moscow on Tuesday in what would also be his first known visit to Russia as CIA head. However, the details emerged as visuals of an unmarked C-17 military transport aircraft landing in Moscow went viral on social media platform. According to CNN, US had asked Ukraine to halt drone and missile strikes in Moscow and other cities in the north of Russia ahead of Ratcliffe's trip. CBS News quoted sources familiar with the matter as confirming Ratcliffe's trip, while Axios separately reported on the visit, quoting two US officials. The CNN also reported that the C-17 aircraft landed at Moscow's Vnukovo International Airport, while the flight itself had taken off from Flight Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. Data from tracking site Flight Radar 24 had earlier shown a US military C-17 traveling from the US to Latvia and then onto Moscow's Vnukovo airport. The purpose of the CIA director's unannounced visit was not immediately clear, though it comes amid escalating tensions in the Ukraine war as negotiations to end the war between Russia and Ukraine have remained stalled. So far, there has been no immediate comment from the CIA, the White House, or even the Kremlin. Meanwhile, British media has reported the death of a UK citizen who died fighting for Russia in Ukraine. If reports are to be believed, 33-year-old Bradley Townsend died on 10th of June, and this is following an attack by a remote-controlled drone in Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region. UK's Foreign Office said that it was aware of reports that a British national had died in Ukraine and were in contact with his family. However, it did not confirm his identity. Townsend was originally hailed from South Yorkshire in northern England and had confirmed in a video interview posted in April that he had travelled to Russia to fight on its side in Ukraine. The interview was conducted by two British volunteers who were reportedly being given Russian citizenship for fighting in Ukraine's Donbas region. Both volunteers also confirmed his death in June. Both Ukraine and Russia have recruited foreign fighters throughout the war, but there are few recovered cases of Britons fighting on behalf of Russia. In fact, amidst all of this, 3 people, including 2 Chinese citizens, died while over 100 people were wounded as a result of the blaze at the Amur Gas Chemical Complex, which is a joint venture between Russia's Sibur and the China Petroleum and Chemical Corporation. The remote petrochemical site is located in Russia's far eastern Amur region. According to the company, 24 people were also taken to hospital with more or less serious injuries, and 122 others sustained light injuries without needing hospitalization. On the other hand, the United Nations has estimated Russian double-tap strike on a shopping center in Ukraine's Kryvyi Rih in Dnipro region, which killed at least 16 people. United Nations spokesperson said that the violence continued to endanger aid operations.
One of the deadliest attacks was a so-called double-tap attack on a busy shopping mall in Kryvyi Rih in the Dnipro region. Matthias Schmale, our humanitarian coordinator in Ukraine, condemned the attack and reiterated that civilians must always be protected under international humanitarian law. Civilians and casualties were also reported in Chernihiv and in Donetsk, Dnipro, Kharkiv, Sumy, and Zaporizhzhia, where homes, schools, shops, and vehicles and other infrastructure, civilian infrastructure, were damaged. All of this continues to put vital aid operations at risk.